thrillers. Let me check, my boy. Say nothing.
It's week 1 of the National Football League, where we'll see teams who have been division rivals since 1961. It's the Eagles and the reigning Super Bowl champs on Thursday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here in the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
The corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fields this way up at the 17. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That's good for our Cowboys. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Prescott now. And that is incomplete.
I'm going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
A give to Elliott. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Third down and 9.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Prescott from the gun on third. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott eluding the pressure right. And that'll be caught by Fehoko. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection, maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They go play action with Hurts. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. It's hauled in by Hardy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Now back to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, trying to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
He was defended by Janelle Higgins.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Here's Bryant Anger now, standing just outside his own goal line. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start with Hunt on the ground, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down and 8. Now Hurts on the option right. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he's going to be about a yard or two short of the first here. He needed the 35, but didn't make it. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Ready, set. Drop those switch.
They run forward with Hunt. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
He's brought down at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Draw play, Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Fourth down, Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he is going to have the Cowboys' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. 10th carry now for Elliott. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Prescott. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down.
That's good for the Cowboys.
From the red zone now, Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On third down, it's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. There's the versatile back, Kareem Hunt, getting set with the rest of this offense for the next drive. They're behind in the first half here, CeeDee, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. But first down, Hurts. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 78 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. They'll run again with Hunt. Down inside the 40.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Neville Gallimore in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Now left side on the swing pass. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 22, Hurts. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shake it up. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith from 13 yards out. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dallas offense back out onto the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Here's Bryant Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Throw left side. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. There he goes, right side. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And he missed it. No good. This is going to remain a 2-point game after that one. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hold the check.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. Another completion here to Hunt. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Come on.
Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 36, Hurts. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw again.
Quick slant here to Smith.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunt.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. Some great games still to come. And I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there as they'll square off against the New York Jets.
Good games in the late afternoon as well. We'll stay out east and highlight the matchup at MetLife Stadium, where it'll be the Giants out on the West Coast. More good stuff in the late afternoon as we'll be watching the game at SoFi Stadium. Well, it will be the Chargers, and then one more to highlight, Sunday Night Football, as the national audience will see a good one between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Taking in at the 3.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Second down, here's an option right. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Second down, here's Hurts. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
That pass is caught by Hardy, and he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Play action. Here's Hurts.
He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this up.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Prescott. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On second down, right back to Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there. That also brings up third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And it's taken in at the 9. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys! Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Airing it out deep for Smith, and his throw here's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing is Hurts. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
He got 29 yards that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Cohen will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith.
Touchdown, Philadelphia!
Devontae Smith with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. He's got a man. Complete. There he goes left side. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend.
And the Cowboys get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. There's the versatile back, Kareem Hunt, getting set with the rest of this offense for the next drive.
He's toppled the century mark already, receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, people have to come up with to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts escaping the pressure right. Hurts fumbles it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CeeDee.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Elliott on first down, going to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the fourth. Prescott now on 2nd down. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 57 yards on the ground for him so far. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. To 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle here to Brown.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. That one is caught by Hunt. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the...
A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now it's the backup Gabbert.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Bryant Anger now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. On the return, now a hit and a loose football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain and leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Now Elliott. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Dallas, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.